Oh, the back window, babe. Think you could close it real quick? Hurry. Yep, got a lot of work ahead of me still. I'm gonna be here for a few days. Still got all of this to do. So this is not really for as a walkway. This is just basically to divert the water away from the house. So I'm gonna finish framing this area out today. I'm not sure how to go about this one. I'm thinking of just kind of like making it like step down, because it is a lot slope here. It's almost over a foot drop when you come to this end, and I have more than enough gravel left to do this job. I had to start late in the day today because the landscapers were here mowing over an acre, and I didn't want to be in their way as well. And shout out to Tom and his crew. They do awesome work. It's a lot of work. It's a 6-man crew and they get the job done. Also, just a quick follow-up for those of you that do follow the channel. Ever since I put this device here, no more groundhogs between this and the mold repellent screws. Here's the mold repellent screws. These groundhogs are gone. I have not seen a groundhog since I put these in. So if you haven't watched the videos on that, I'll leave the link in the description, or you could just go into my channel and find them. It was 3 videos that I did at back to back, and these items, they really do work. Let me suit up because it is 102 today. Let's see if I can do some work. Just to tell you exactly what I'm doing, I'm staking it into the ground. Then this one is going to be pitching this way and that way. So it's going to be like in an angle pitching. And this side will be pitching as well this way and this way. And just to give you an idea how I'm doing this is, so when I stake it, this area here, I'll cement. But this area here where the stakes are inside, this will be last. I'm not cementing this all in one day. I am by myself. I don't have a crew here to help me where we can just cement all in one day. What I'm doing here is as though if it's a 1-person job or a 2-person job. So if you can understand this area here, I'll cement here first. I won't cement here. I'll wait till that side dries, then remove the stakes, and then I'll cement here. Over here, I'll be able to cement. This is not a rush job, so I'm not hiring a crew to help me out here. This is a job that I could do little by little. today is cementing day. So we have the truck filled with cement mix, 4,000 psi, 21 bags. I think 21 bags will get us halfway. So we're lining the edges right now because we don't want the concrete, when it does move, for it to, it's just less chances of the cement cracking. So we have the mixer ready, plugged in, have it nice and greased. So we have two 80-pound bags in there and it's ready. Then we'll pour it in here, then drag it over there and fill it up. Just want to show you how they're going to more or less turn out when we're done. That's the style that I was going for. They're still wet. This one's starting to dry. After these dry up really good, then I'm gonna show you exactly how I did this style. But they're calling for rain, so I'm gonna see if I could find some type of plywood to cover up the one that's the most wet for now. Well, I'm back to this job site. It's been a few days and the cement has dried up pretty well. I'm gonna show you how it turned out. Now here how it's looking. So we have the smooth edge style with the broom look in the center, as you can see. That's the one slab. Here's the other one. And this was the first one. So it's looking good. If this is the style that you're looking for or you would like to do, well, continue watching because I'm gonna show you step by step. First things first, let me take a sip of my Monster here. If you're using a mixer, you want to put water in there first. And if you're doing multiple bags of cement, it's good to have a trash can on site. Because if it's a windy day, you're gonna lose these bags. Make sure it's nice and tampered down. Here's the area that we'll be working on today. So you wanna wet your surface here. And here we added our blue foam here. There's another material I'll show you before this video's over. But this is what we'll be using to separate the slab from the house. And with our hand pump, let's wet our tray. So right now we're just checking our mix. See that? Too watery. Now to show you the texture that I'm looking for. See how it sticks for a brief second? That's what we want. Now you want to continue just pushing it in place. This will obviously be easier if there was 2 people, but today I'm by myself. So don't rush it. You don't want to hurt your back here. The other thing is that the sun is out today, so we want to keep it moist. You want to keep spraying it. Don't let it dry up on you. And I always keep a bucket on the site filled with water just to maintain my tools wet. Okay, here's how it's looking. I'm almost there. Now each slab is taking about 5.25 bags. Each bag is 80 pounds. And this is 3 feet going across, 25 inches wide. And also our slab has a pitch. So it's about 4 inches deep in the front, 4.5 inches deep from the back. This way, when it rains, it diverts the water away from the house. Okay, so I think I have enough cement now in my slab. So I'm just working it in there. Now you want to continue doing this vibrating motion. Now you can use a 2x4 as well for this. If you don't have the fancy tools, this will help you. Okay, so we want to make it as smooth as possible and then give it about 10 minutes or so. Let some of the air bubbles pop out. And here's how it's looking. You can see there's a few bubbles that popped up. We'll fix that now. And the next step, I'll be using this cement broom. This one's about 24 inches long. Now you want to make sure you wet and hose your bristles down before doing this next step. Just take your time doing this. Don't rush it. For every pass that I do, I re-wet it again. And I also keep a cheap little brush around to get certain spots that I can't reach, because the stone is coming out. It's a little harder with the big brush. Now for the next step, I'll be using this hand edger. If you see the design, this is how I get those smooth edges. Just to show you how it's looking right now. So we need to give it a few more minutes to dry up a little bit more. As you can see here, it's still too watery. Let's give it a little bit of time. Remember, like I said, this is a tedious job. Now here's how it's looking after another 10 minutes. So you can go ahead and pass your brush one last time. Now grab your hand edger again. We're gonna make a few passes here. See how nice that came out? You can do some touch up with the little brush. Okay, it's looking good. Now we just gotta let it dry. The video you saw was actually 2 years ago. I thought I lost all that video footage, but I found it. It was on a hard drive. I don't know. I must have been emptying out the SD card on my phone, and luckily I did save it and I did not lose it. But here's how the project looks after 2 years. Well, here's the front of the house. My wife started all her plants here, looking good. Everything's starting to die out because we are already in October. But good thing I did find the video. And here is the sidewalk. Looking good. It's already been 2 years. Other than it needing some pressure washing, looks great. Here's the other side. Awesome. I'm glad that I found this video to share it with you all. Hopefully this video helps someone out there that this is a DIY project. You can do this yourself. Just take your time mixing the cement and you'll be good. Follow my steps the way I was doing it, and there's no way you can go wrong. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon, and I'll catch you on the next one. You have yourself a good one.